We are joined by University of Northwestern head coach Beth Wilmoth and student athletes Kiera Brown and Abby Glanzer. Coach Wilmoth, an opening statement.
Yeah, well, just congratulations to NYU. It's they played a great match, and I mean that first set, I think Libero had 18 digs in the first set alone, so it was just really hard to put a ball down all night on them. And I thought we did some good things defensively and with our serve, but just came down to that first set being really important when you get to the end of the match, and maybe didn't take care of some points in that first set that we would have liked to, but at the same time we feel like we lost to a really good team too. So congratulations to NYU, and of course we wish them the best down the home stretch.
Awesome. We'll open up questions to the audience.
Kiera, with you being a senior, what has it been like for you to be in this program, part of a senior class that's been to 2 Elite Eights now, including a Final Four? What's it meant for you to be in this program?
Well, this program is very different than any volleyball program that I've heard of. And I just think all 4 years, but this season especially, just like how our focus is on glorifying God and not ourselves. And like just this whole season, like we've been through so many trials and stuff, but just the sisterhood that we've built, and like coach always says this, like, yeah, like volleyball is temporary, but like the relationships we form, like we're just surrounded by such godly women, and like we can take that the rest of our lives, and that's like an eternal impact. And so I just think the past 4 years, just like with the coaches, like everyone is so God focused, and it just makes it so special that like this isn't the end.
Abby, as Kiera mentioned, you guys have had your fair share of trials this year. That was kind of a similar match to what we saw last weekend, where you guys dropped the first 2 and then take it to 5. Obviously different result, but what is it about this team that allows you guys to continue to fight back and push those to 5 sets?
I would say the biggest thing is just like our fight and our tenacity, which is part of our trail, and just like the grittiness, like every single person has. It's not just like a couple people are gritty, like every single person has that in them. And also like there's times that it's like we don't want to end our season this way, that maybe we weren't playing with as much joy. And so just being able to like flip those first 2 sets around and then take the next 2 and like be ourselves, and then at the end of the day, like NYU won and they were a great team. And so I just think props to everybody for just being able to dig deep multiple times this season, not just this game, so many times.
Yeah.
Coach, you guys have a lot of returning players next year, but obviously lose a handful of seniors, including 2 All-Conference and an All-American. How do you kind of move forward? Obviously you got a while before next season kicks off, but kind of reflect on this year's team and then what you guys have coming back next year.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I'm ready to think about next year yet. That probably is maybe a thought for the plane ride home. I'm just really grateful for the seniors that we have. When they came in, it was COVID. And so their whole first year experience, which every senior class was we were still trying to get to know them. I feel like even as sophomores, we didn't really know who they were. And just watching, we've got, of the 5 seniors, 3 of them are on the court, and just their commitment to our program and their selflessness and their leadership. And it's just been a joy to have them. And one of the great things about this program is you see them lead, and then you see that spirit continue on to the next teams that come, because they really are passionate about being legacy leaders and leaving something behind. And we see, I was just telling one of our alums who played in 2015, I was like, it's the same team, it's just 2023, just with different girls, and you see that leadership that gets passed down, and that joy and that freedom and trail, all of that is really special. So we're just grateful for the seniors.
Our next question is for Abby. It's pretty fresh right now, but what good things do you take away from this match and this tournament into next year?
Never give up, I would say. We fought off like 7 points in the Sweet 16, I think 7 match points. And so like never count yourselves out, and then just play with joy. Like we've talked about it a couple of times too, but it just changes the way you view the game. And just playing for him, the Lord ultimately, just is so freeing. And so I think bringing that into next year as a new senior group is going to have to step up and lead. Just taking what all these seniors have taught us with playing with joy, playing free, and just starting off the next season strong.
Our next question is for Kiera. What are your words of wisdom for players coming into this program?
I would say just come in with a spirit of humility to learn. And I think just really soak in the relationships and just focus on, like, I guess I talked about it earlier, but just like the sisterhood that we have in this program will go with you the rest of your life. And yeah, like we play volleyball too and we want to get better at volleyball, but really just like soaking in all you can from the older players, I'd say.
Coach, can you talk a little bit more about the senior class? What will you remember most about these seniors?
Yeah, they're phenomenal. I mean, we have Caitlin Pruis, who is the Elite 90 award in our program, which that is such a rare and special gift to have someone that's that like determined in the classroom, a 4.0 student, and has been through so much adversity over the course of her career. To get that award last night was really special. And then you've got Kira and Cassie, who were roommates all the way through and up on stage last night at the banquet. Just fun to see how different they are personality-wise from each other and how they have brought out the best in each other too. And then player like Ashley, who digs Abby every day in practice and just makes it really, really tough to put balls down. And just, again, am I forgetting someone? Mare who stayed back for her 5th year. Yeah, we were just, last year this time we thought she was done, and we've got a 5th year out of her, and she just really had a great finish to the season. And so it's hard to replace a player who's dug 3,000 balls plus. That's irreplaceable, really. So we're grateful for their contributions on the court, but especially off the court and their leadership.
Thank you so much for your time. Safe travels back to St. Paul.
Thank you.
Thank you.